Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, hi, I'm Danny DeFreitas, and on my channel we'll kind of talk about everything that's beauty, fashion, lifestyle. Actually, I haven't kind of spoken about fashion in a while, but hello, welcome. If you're not new here, how are you doing? Today's video is going to be reviewing the brand new Fenty Beauty Eaze Drop Foundation. I am so excited to try this out. I have 3 shades right here, and yeah, I literally haven't even swatched it. So we're gonna do a application. We're gonna show you what it looks like close up. I'm gonna show you the shades that I have, do a little swatch, have a little fun. So if you wanna see me try this product, keep on watching. Okay, so let's just get straight into it. I'm actually so excited for this. So what I always like to do is I kind of want to give you like a little first impressions of what I think about how it looks like, and also just give you a few little claims as well from like the Fenty Beauty website. Basically, claims for me are so important because it's kind of like, you know, what are they saying? Like, what are they claiming to do? And that kind of helps me evaluate, like, is this product, does it match what it says on the claim, you know? Okay, so in case you're wondering, these products have just dropped, honey. They have just dropped. I literally have received this today, literally today. This is how consistent I am. I'm gonna like, okay, I'm gonna do this for you because I know there'll be so many people like, no, I need to see this before I buy it. Whenever Fenty drops something, I always get so excited because I'm a huge fan. Yeah, let's go straight into it. Let's just do it. Why do I feel like I haven't filmed a review in a while? It's a little bit like kind of crazy. But yeah, let's read out some claims. Okay, so just over here is my laptop in case you see me kind of looking over here. But basically, some of the claims that they say are instant blurring skin tint with 25 flexible shades. Now, I definitely feel like Fenty is all about diversity, which is what I'm all about. They're all about diversity, and normally they have like the most shade spectrums, and I feel like their undertones are really good as well. So to have a reduced 25 flexible shade range is going to be really interesting for me. I'm really curious about that. And usually we kind of know how the color ranges kind of go, like, you know, from like, it's in the hundreds, so I think I'm like a 290, kind of a roughly around about there. Okay, the next claim we have is it's a buildable light to medium long wear coverage. Really interesting. Kind of by the name, like being a blurring skin tint, I'm getting the vibe that it's a lighter, more sheer kind of feel, which I'm into. I'm gonna give it a go. The next claim is can be applied with your fingers or a brush. Now, personally for me, I don't like using my fingers because then you're gonna get foundation everywhere. So I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty little brush, which is super cute. And the last claim is it is humidity, sweat, and transfer resistant, which is amazing. That's what we all want, guys. We don't wanna be like saying hi to people or like getting it on your clothes and making a whole mess. So now that we've read out the claims, let's look at the actual product and the component. All right, so first up, I got so excited when I saw this. When I saw this, I was like, oh my God. I love the packaging and also the design of Fenty. Honestly, it's so cool. So I have, wait, what shade is this? Okay, yeah, so I have 6, 7, and 8. I'm a little bit concerned out of 25, is that gonna be my shade? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna kind of show you all 3 of them. The product itself looks like this, and I love it. I absolutely love the way it looks. It's super cool. It's quite a small, it's 32 mils, but that does not look like 32 mils at all, right? It looks so small, which I love. It's travel friendly. It can kind of, it's just, look how that fits in the hand. Wow. Okay, cool. So initially looking at this and me being a number 6, I'm like, wow, that looks really light, but we're gonna have a look inside. This retails for, let me just tell you, in dollars is $29.50, so $29.50, and then in pounds it's going to be £21.25. So actually, I would say like really affordable. I would definitely spend that on a foundation because I'm all about the base. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's a really good price point, especially because it's Fenty Beauty, honey. Okay, so let's go straight into the review. I have done a little bit of skin prep, and I have the Fenty Beauty lip balm. This is called Hint Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm. I love that. So I've got that on the lips. Just before I go ahead and apply my primer, I'm just gonna do a little swatch test of all 3 shades on my skin. So we can kind of have a look and see what works best. I haven't used this before, first time. I'm literally taking it out of the box right now. Yeah, let's have a look and see what it actually looks like. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze some of the product onto the skin. So this is gonna be number 6. Next up is number 7. Why is 7 lighter? And then number 8. I'm just so confused. Is it going from the different, like lighter to darker? Okay, cool. Let's just kind of like rub this in. This is kind of what it looks like. So this is number 6, number 7, and number 8. Just in case you're like a similar skin tone to me and you kind of want a little bit of a guide, I always get asked what shade am I using, and I always feel like, this is such a hard question to answer because I tend to change shades depending if I'm like tanned or not tanned. But yeah, that's the 3 color spectrum. I'm not sure if I'm vibing with any of them right now, but let me just look in another mirror, one sec. Okay, so I'm literally just having a little bit of a closer look. Very interesting, really interesting. As we can see, these two have obviously got more of a peachy and yellowy undertone. And then over here, we've got something that's a lot more neutral, slightly green or olive undertone, which I am drawn to because I would say that if anything, I'm more of a neutral undertone these days. I kind of be moving away a little bit more from the yellowness. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wipe this off. I'm gonna give this one a try, but I feel like I could use either 6 or 7, personally. I feel like I could mix them together or like do my thing. So let's just go ahead and wipe that off and I'll be right back. Okay, so that has been wiped away. I'm gonna go ahead with the Fenty Beauty Primer. I think it's only fair that I use a Fenty primer. This is the Soft Silk in Pro Filter Hydrating. Obviously they have the other ones, which is like the more matte one. I don't know why, like even though I've got combination to oily skin, why is that wet wipe made me so red there? Anyway, I do have combination to oily skin. I know I get asked that a lot as well, but I do tend to love oils and I love hydrating products. I love hydrating like foundations. I love hydrating like kind of primers and stuff like that. I just really like it. FYI, a little disclaimer, because I know this is gonna be in the comments. I have been gifted these products, but by no means am I getting paid for this, or do I have to be careful of what I say. I'm gonna give you a very honest opinion. Like all of my reviews, I love to always mention a pro and a con. Yeah, we're not here to kind of like keep anyone sweet. If a product doesn't work for me, and it has happened many times on my channel, then I would just say it doesn't work for me. I'm not slating a product if I say that, but this is just me giving my honest reviews to help you decide what you think of it. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are we vibing? Are we not vibing? So yeah, just a little disclaimer right there. Okay, at this point I'm slightly concerned. I might be allergic to my wet wipe. I have been using a lot of chemical exfoliants recently, so I think my skin is just a little bit sensitive, but it's okay. We are gonna go ahead and apply this.
Oh, I'm nervous and I'm scared and I'm excited.
Okay, so I've literally just put a little dab on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Ooh, so it feels very lightweight. So initial thoughts for me personally is that the shade is good, the color is good, very sheer for the amount of products that I use. Definitely gonna have to go back in there. Do I like using this brush? I don't normally use a brush like this to apply my foundation. Usually I use a little bit more of a rounded brush, but yeah, okay. Do I feel like it's gonna cover up my under eyes or my discoloration or pigmentation? No, but it is a light to medium coverage, so that's completely fine. I'm not expecting those things. I'm not sure if this is the right shade. It looks, if anything, it looks slightly paler for my complexion, but let's keep going and see how we kind of work with it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in with more products. And what I'm really looking for is, this is blurring, okay? So I want to have the most amazing blurred skin. I'm very concerned about this shade. I'm not sure. I think this is too fair. This is too fair, but it's okay. We're just gonna see how this works. Is it still gonna blur? Is it gonna pull together? How does it look right now? Okay, so I just want you to have a little bit of a closer look. I'm looking at my monitor as well, just to see how it reads on camera. My first impressions are I wasn't wowed, but as it settles into the skin, it's looking very, very skin-like, which I'm kind of loving. I feel like Fenty, like they've kind of got, you know, they've got the full coverage, they've got hydrating, which is amazing coverage. They've got so many different elements to their complexion range, and they are kind of missing something like this, which is just, there's a product which I absolutely love, and it is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless. Wait, let me try and find it, because this product is good. So this is it. As you can see, it's very loved. The logo has actually rubbed off slightly. It's called the Hollywood Flawless Filter. And this product will just leave your skin, wow, it's really rubbed off. It will just leave your skin so flawless and so radiant and dewy. So, you know, I'm not trying to like compare the two, but I kind of want that. I want a blurred, beautiful skin light kind of feel. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of the 7 shade just to see what it will do. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and use a sponge to kind of press the product into the skin, which is again something I would normally do on a day-to-day. So let me apply this shade. Like I said, this shade 6 and 7 I felt like were kind of good. If I'm really honest, I feel like I would probably go a few shades darker just because I'm looking a little bit fair right now, but it's okay. Okay, so we're just gonna go with another pump. I'm very aware, I feel like I'm using a lot of product. And that is, well, I don't know, I'm finding it a little bit harder to build up the coverage. But I do feel like, you know, if Fenty are launching anything, I know this will be tested, this will be trialed. They never disappoint me, you know? So like, I have always very high hopes. So in case I sound a little bit critical. Okay, so at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead. I have a damp beauty blender and I'm just gonna press it into the skin. I would always do this anyway when I'm applying my foundation and my base. And I think once we've done this, we're gonna have a closer look. We're gonna see how everything's looking. Is it, you know, ticking all the boxes of the claims? Is it blurring? Is it light to medium coverage? Is it all of the things we want and love, you know? Okay, so now that I have used my beauty blender, I'm just gonna come a little bit closer to the camera just so you can see. I just really want you guys to have a look at the texture. I would say right now my skin texture, apart from the redness, is actually really good. But I do have quite big pores and it's not perfect. I have pigmentation, I've just got, you know, the usual. But yeah, this is kind of what it's looking like. I think we're kind of ready. Maybe let me slightly powder and I'll be right back. Okay, so for this kind of look, I think it would be quite odd to suddenly go in with like a really heavy powder because you kind of want this like flawless kind of skin kind of feel. So I am gonna go with the Fenty Beauty. This is called Universal and it's just a Invisi matte powder. It kind of looks like this. It's really, really cool. I was actually using this in Dubai when I went there and it was just really, really great. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use some of that onto the skin. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna use my brush and just kind of lightly pat over it. I actually don't really feel like I need that much powder on this. I'm so curious to just have the final look now and tell you what I really think about this. Okay, so I have powdered. And I'm feeling so much better now. I feel like now that I've powdered, I can really see the kind of claims come to life. So now that we kind of see what the finished look is, obviously I would usually apply concealer, bronzer, and all of that jazz. For this video, I'm just gonna focus on the Eaze drop because I feel like this is a foundation review. Like, you don't want to see me do the whole shebang, okay? So let's just have one more look, a little closer look. I want you to tell me as well down below in the comments what you think about this. Is it a yay? Is it a nay? What do we think? The color is actually not that bad now that I'm looking at it. And let's go. Is it a thumbs up? Is it a thumbs down? And let's give some pros and cons. Let's do it. So first up, okay, first up, let me tell you how I feel about this product. So we're gonna start with some cons and we're gonna end on a positive because I like that. I like that. But yeah, I would say, is it good value for money? Yes. Is it blurring? Yes. I definitely feel like the pores around my cheeks have diminished. Is it light to medium coverage? I would say more light. I definitely felt like I went ahead with quite a good amount of product and I had to keep on building it up. So I felt like I had to use too much product, if I'm really honest. I feel like the shades kind of threw me a little bit. I used more product than I anticipated to, and I kind of feel like it's a very natural look, you know what I mean? Like it's a very, very, very natural look. Is it the most blurring skin tint I've used? Probably not, but is it blurring? Yes. Do I feel like my skin looks amazing? I think it looks good. I think it looks very natural. I feel like if I was gonna film in like 4K in front of camera and do something, and I wanted this no makeup, this is the one. Like this is a very no makeup, fresh skin. And I feel like right now, you know, it's the beginning of the year, like people are going more fresh, and I definitely feel like people are like using less heavier foundations and stuff, and like, you know, just kind of like taking it back a little bit, which is actually really nice. Definitely would say I prefer it once I've powdered. Once I powdered it, I really saw the blurring effect. And yeah, I might have to try some other colors because I feel like these colors are maybe not the one for me. Okay, so a few questions I really want to think about. Is it good value for money? I'm gonna say yes. Would I use this product again? Would I reach for it? And I would say, yeah, I would. Like just as a quick, like if I'm going somewhere and I don't want to look like I've like made too much effort, I'm not wearing too much makeup, so I would. How do I rate it out of 10? Oh, this one is gonna be a 7.5 for me. I think it's a 7.5. It's good. I like it. And I feel like it kind of blends and it looks nice. It looks really, really nice. But I was kind of waiting for this like wow factor. I was kind of waiting for like, pow, wow. I don't know. Maybe it does what it says, you know? Maybe I just need concealer or something. Maybe I still feel tired. The one thing I will mention is that on their website, it says a blurring skin tint that delivers smooth, instantly blurred skin, which I'll say is all correct, with just a few easy drops. How many is a few? How many is a few? I definitely feel like I went in there with maybe 5 pumps. Yeah, apart from that, I would say I'm actually really, really like the product. I don't want you to think that I dislike this product. I'm just being extra critical because I love Fenty so much that I'm like, I have high expectations for this brand, always. What I also want to point out is that it's not just my opinion that matters. I would love to hear what you think of it. This is what it looks like on the skin. You know, like, what do you really think? Do you like it? I personally love a little bit more of a natural look these days, so I definitely will. I think I'm gonna try a few other shades, and then I'm gonna take that shade and keep that in my makeup bag just as a quick fix, kind of quick glow. Would I use this if I was doing my usual beat? Maybe not. I feel like there are other products that I've tried that kind of give me a little bit more of a medium coverage, which I'm a huge fan of. And I definitely would say this is, to me personally, a little bit more on the sheer side. So if I'm applying a product, I kind of want it to do as many things as possible for just that one product, you know? Let me know what you guys think. I hope you have enjoyed this review, and overall, it's gonna be a thumbs up from me. It is a thumbs up, absolutely, just because it is a beautiful product onto the skin. Hey, I'm back. I have just left it on my skin for a little while, and I've just been doing stuff, and I've just looked at myself in different mirrors around the house, and I just had to come back on here and say, I actually really like it. I actually really like it. I need to keep it real. I was just like, no, I have to tell you that maybe in this environment, it looks not so great, but when I was like looking in different lights and stuff, I actually really like it. And I feel like the shade is not right. Again, it's really hard for me to find my shade. I really like it, and I think I'm gonna wear it more. It's just it's just like, oh, my skin looks good kind of vibe. So yeah, I'm gonna raise it from 7.5 to 8.5. Yeah, maybe 8. Maybe 8. Maybe 8. I do like it. I was just looking in the mirror and I was like, okay. So I'm gonna leave it on for a few more hours. I want to see how it oxidizes and stuff like that, and I'll report back if there's any changes. But anyway, I just thought I'd tune in and let you know. Bye again. Bye.